The NBA Summer League is great because we get to see all these college basketball players and former all-stars of the game get to show up, show out, and kind of prove why they belong at the NBA level. And there is just no better way to start off this list than without the guy who took over Madison Square Garden in the 2023 March Madness tournament, and that is Markquis Nowell. Now, Markquis Nowell is playing for the Milwaukee Bucks Summer League. In the first game, he logged about 14 minutes with 0 points, though, which, yeah, that's not very good. But he seems to kind of like float around the 20 or so minute mark a game, and that's some legitimate PT. But the problem is he's not producing, and someone like as short as Markquis Nowell, you got to be producing at an incredibly high rate, and he's just not doing that. So the unfortunate news is we're probably going to see on our Instagram about a year later, coming from Markquis Nowell's Instagram, about him dropping 44 points in the Taiwanese Basketball League. So, you know, it's going to be unfortunate, but it's kind of where we are with Markquis Nowell at this point. Next on the list, we're going to go with former standout guard for Marquette, Tyler Kolek. Tyler Kolek has been having a very poor summer league. You know, many thought this was his time to shine. This was his time to prove that he belonged on an NBA roster. But if anything, he's proving why he belongs on a G League roster. Tyler Kolek, man, he's been so inefficient. Like, I'll just read out the last couple games from 3. 0 for 5, 0 for 6, 5 for 12. This game, I watched this game. I actually had a wager on this game, and Tyler Kolek had about 23 points with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. He absolutely took over. But other than that, 0 for 6 from 3, 1 for 6 from 3. He's just so inefficient right now, and it's not something you want to see from someone like him who's 24. But I guess that's where we are with Tyler Kolek also. This past year in March Madness, not March Madness, but college basketball, Chucky Hepburn was taking over for Louisville. And now he's with the Raptors Summer League team, and 2 points, 3 points, 6 points, 2 points. Yeah, I don't think the NBA is really cut out for someone like Chucky Hepburn, but you know, anything's possible. Another one, Elijah Martin from UF and FAU. I'm not very high on Elijah Martin at the NBA level. To be honest, I don't think he's that good, and he's kind of proving why he's not that good. I mean, he had a nice debut, 16 points, but 2 points, 3 points, 13 points. And that's just not enough. Even guys who are averaging 25 points in the summer league don't even get called up to the real NBA team. You got to show some serious flashes. And I don't know if Elijah Martin or any of these guys are. Someone that was kind of impressing that I wanted to just mention was DaRon Holmes. You remember DaRon Holmes from Dayton? Yeah, he's low-key been kind of cooking. He had 22 points, 19 boards, I want to say. No, he had 19 points, 17 boards against the Clippers, which is that's your typical DaRon Holmes, man. That's the DaRon Holmes I remember, and he's showing out. He's low-key kind of a double-double machine, honestly, and I'm happy for the guy because he was one of my favorite players. But also, not so lucky on that Denver Nuggets team, Keontae Johnson, the former Markquis Nowell teammate, the former UF standout. I love the guy. Truly one of the better stories in basketball. But 3.00, 6 points, like, he's done. He'll be somewhere in Europe maybe. One of my favorite players ever, Ryan Kalkbrenner. He is, not playing too bad for the Charlotte Hornets, but kind of stuff that you would expect, like 9 points, 5 boards, 7 points, 10 points. Yeah, I don't know if he's necessarily an NBA player at all. But, I like the guy. He's such a goofy feller. A guy that wasn't drafted that I was surprised to see was Cam Jones. You remember Cam Jones from Marquette? I mean, you should, because it was only like a couple months ago. But his last 2 games, 21 points, 18 points. That 21-point game, he actually had 11 assists. So Cam Jones has low-key been balling, and he's someone that will probably start off on the G. No, he will start off on the G League. And he's someone that I really like. So if he starts balling on the G League, I could totally see him being a nice little role player on an NBA roster. I'm fascinated with how Cam Jones' career might turn out. It's safe to say that he probably won't be anything in the NBA, but I'm kind of hoping that he is. Johni Broome, from Auburn, he started off the summer league campaign a little bit sluggish, but he has truly picked it up. He is returning back to his college basketball self, being a double-double machine. I mean, two days ago, he had 22 points and 14 rebounds, which is quite the stat line for someone like him. But again, is he someone that can translate to the NBA? I don't necessarily think so. But I love Johni Broome, so it's kind of cool to see him dominate on, like, I guess this college basketball all-star kind of stage. What would this list be without mentioning everybody's favorite college basketball player, Hunter Dickinson? Hunter Dickinson started off 5 points, 2 points, 8 points, but, recently, about 19 hours ago exactly, what the app is telling me, 10 points and 8 boards and 4 assists, no less. Hunter Dickinson. That boy's a dot. No, I'm just kidding. Hunter Dickinson, China. I think we've all had this established about 3 years ago, but he's someone that's not good enough. Let's be quite frank. You remember that Kansas State team? I've mentioned Keontae Johnson. I've mentioned Marquise Noel. But you remember the big Naquan Tomlin? Yeah, he ended up transferring to Memphis. But now he's with the NBA Summer League Cleveland Cavaliers team. And he is balling. Like, he might legitimately have an NBA roster spot. 30 points, 5 boards, 22 points, 13 boards, 18 points, 12 boards. Naquan Tomlin, I've always liked the guy, but the way his build is just a perfect NBA build. He's the perfect NBA player, so I expect Naquan to be called up. Honestly, I think he'll have a spot on the actual NBA roster, but he will also be on that NBA G League team. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Also, most of the stuff is we'll have to see, but Naquan Tomlin. Promising, man. Let's round this off with former Miami Hurricanes star and I guess Baylor star Norchad Omier. Norchad started his campaign off 17 points, 9 boards, and then he kind of slowly, steadily around 10 points, 7 boards kind of area. Nothing that's going to be good enough for the actual NBA roster. He'll probably be in Europe soon, and he'll probably be on your Prize Picks betting board on for the Euro basketball at 1 o'clock. So yeah, along with a lot of other these guys, along with a bunch of these guys. So, but I've noticed that if you say subscribe, most guys don't subscribe. As I don't subscribe to a lot of people that I actually actively watch on YouTube. But if I say subscribe to give me some more girls, you should probably subscribe. And it's for real. I don't get many girls, so if I show them my subscriber count, bro, the girls are probably all full. Let's be for real, right? Come on. So help a brother out and just do it, bro. Just do it. Come on.